are live.
We are live, brought to you by 3, 2, 1, live on the air.
Oh, hell.
We'll do it live. Remember the infamous clip?
Yeah, there was other expletives in there.
F it, we'll do it live. The teleprompter was given. Who the hell was that again?
I don't know. That's your thing.
It was the dude O'Reilly. It was Bill O'Reilly.
Bill O'Reilly, yes. Oh, yeah. Well, I saw that.
O'Reilly.
He was getting irritated. What's going on, guys? Lawn darts here.
My man. Yeah, some big news coming out from Intel, Quickie Intel.
Who? What?
Yeah, we're so Lawn Dart talks about Quickie Intel. That's that new like integration on Dex Tools. Now you can like check the contract. Remember I was showing you that on the left-hand side of Dex Tools now?
Oh, yeah,
Intel,
yeah.
Startup company. They're doing some amazing things. They just partnered with Dex Tools. It's really cool. You click it on the left-hand side now, like gives you the whole rundown of the contract, top 10 holders, basically alerts you if anything's major before you invest. Pretty cool.
Is Quick Intel their own project?
Yes. We can give them a little shout out, a little plug.
Sup, Dart. Sup. Boca's always around, man. What's up, Boca?
Just waiting for any XRP news he can find. Yeah, this is Quick Intel. I got it pulled up if you want to.
Add to the stream. There you go.
Yeah. So AI safety, security, and do your own research tools. So if you actually go to Dex Tools now, it's pretty sweet.
Hey, EMAC got some of that grape when it was 23 per. I see it's 176. You're welcome, nice. EMAC. I bought some at 73 too. So did Mr. Zach. So we're good.
Last check, it was like $176 right now.
She's trading at $176.48.
Looking strong. But if you're on Dex Tools now, it's way down here underneath like Honeypot, no, buy tax, sell tax, little Quick Intel button right here. Click that. And this was Optimus. I was looking at Optimus. And it pulls up, look at this, everything. Total supply, Honeypot test passed, LP burned. Yep. Gives you a little chart, top 10 holders. So, yeah, Quick Intel. Pretty cool.
Cam says, where you at, Austin? It looks like a nice spot. This is my back patio. So, this is...
So country club back there, man.
Yeah. So let me show. Yeah, it's nice. Let me show you. So this is my back patio. So that's like the back of my house. That's one of my little TVs there. Got the pool over there. All this. So yeah. So there you go.
Nice little setup.
Yeah, my wife pays for all
setup. She what?
my wife pays for all of it. Kept man. It's funny.
Your wife does crush it, though, I think, right?
Yeah, she does well. Yeah.
So we're here for the Fed decision. I think it's kind of...
yes, I am flexing. This is not a flex. Actually, you know what? It's a
low-key
pit.
Flex.
It's a money pit, man. You got to pull. It costs you money all the damn time. It's a money
flexing.
Pit.
He's flexing, man.
I drive a Ford truck, baby. Come on.
Why you got to be flexing on us like that, man?
That's how I roll. I'm all about, that shit, right? So, come on.
Just flexing on us.
Yeah.
Life hustles so Austin can nap. That is true right there.
I have to have many napping spots. Exactly. Wife hustle. Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah, Foxy throwing me under the bus.
That is the truth.
Foxy needs to get up off her ass and get her freaking YouTube channel off the ground. You want to give me shit, girl? I'm going to give you shit right back. Now I know she's laughing right now. So there you go.
I agree. So we are going to talk about the Feds, guys. We're going to talk about XRP. We're going to talk about SHIB eventually. But, came early. We wanted to pop in here and see what's up. So you guys know the drill. Smash the like button. I've got almost 200 people on my feed, Austin. You probably have more than that. I mean, we've already acquired some people. Woo-hoo. So what's up? Smash the like button down there. You guys know the drill. Subscribe if you haven't already. How many articles have you seen about XRP in the last 3 weeks? I mean, it's just nuts.
Just more than Shiba Inu, which is a lot.
Crazy. So many things happening with XRP. It makes sense though. I mean, right? Because everything's kind of hinging on what happens with the Ripple SEC.
Yeah, but I mean, let's call it what it is, right? I mean, the baseline decision's in, right? I mean, so here's the thing: SEC is going to appeal it some way, shape, form, or fashion. You know, they've got to. It doesn't cost them anything. It doesn't cost them anything relatively. It's just manpower, and they're going to appeal something, but it is what it is, you know?
Yeah. And even if they appeal, I'm sure you've read this same thing. It's going to be probably a 2-year long process, even if they appeal. So as long as the bull run comes within the next 2 years,
yeah,
we'll be okay, right?
Oh, it will. So Paul, but Mark says they're not accepting registration. So yeah. So Paul, here's what you got to do on like L Bank, for example. I have to use a VPN. So what's the VPN? Nord. So Nord VPN. There's nothing illegal about it, but you got to use a VPN for some of these exchanges, like Bitmart, L Bank, exchange. You know, that kind of deal. So just get you an exchange. I'm sorry, a VPN.
Yeah.
Like when I access my L Bank, I have to basically set my VPN to like Spain. It's kind of random, you know.
Yep,
so,
I do the same.
There you go. So that's what you got to do, Paul. Get you a VPN. You're off and running.
Yep. Yeah, Cam OG, I've got to set up my affiliate thing with Quick Intel. I want to do that because I think it's a great tool. I'm going to have that in the description. I don't have it set up yet, but I need to do that. Check it out, guys. It's and by the way, if you like sign up through them, you get like even more information on the contract. So it's one of those deals where they have a free version and then you dive deeper.
CLO. Yeah, Paul, I did a video on that. CLO says they're going to fight it. Yeah, the CLO, there's an article, Zach, out on the aggregator. The CLO of Ripple says they're going to fight. I mean, we know they're going to fight it. It is what it is. So
that's who's that? Alderati, right? Stuart Alderati.
Yep. What's this? Well, with BlackRock and others with ETFs, Bitcoin having et cetera, and the SEC may take a while. Do I think the forecast is looking good for this next bull run? Yeah, boy, I tell you what, I'll give you $1 for that. You just set us up really nicely. There you go. The answer is yes. I mean, that's it. That's all I got. I think so. Absolutely. I think we'll see Bitcoin drop maybe to 25-ish, 20 worst case. It maybe as a precursor to the halving. And then that's kind of worst case scenario. And then we'll kind of bounce up from there. I think after the halving, we could see, I think Bitcoin's very reasonable to be north of 100,000, So that's, what's your 2 cents on that? You want to poke holes in what I just said?
Honestly, I mean, no, I think later this year is still kind of what I'm targeting as like, we're out of the woods. I'm hoping like later this year into early next, out of the woods. I think we can still see volatility from now until then. I agree. I think Bitcoin could dial back a little bit. I mean, if we look at the weekly on Bitcoin, we've actually been trending a little bit down, right? Like, so zoom out a little bit. So if you kind of look at where we came, these are weekly candlesticks, right? So we had that huge week back in June, took us all the way over 31K, but look where we're heading. I mean, to your point, Austin, if we come back down, that's right around 25K. And we could retest that again.
Yeah, 25 is kind of our support. Yeah, 25 is kind of our support bottom resistance, right? I mean, I think, if we bust through that, then 20 is the next level, and I think 20 is worst case. That's kind of some guys I follow. I know you follow similar guys. They're all kind of saying similar variations on that.
And this would be your 20K level. So, I mean, right here, you're spot on. I mean, that was our first big burst kind of to start the year. I mean, well, it was March. Where we had that. I mean, look at that week. I mean, that was insane. So, yeah, I mean, we're trending down right now. Today's going to be an interesting day, of course. We're going to watch, how this impacts Bitcoin, if it even does. I mean, speaking of the Feds, 25 basis points, right? It feels like it's kind of baked in, feels like it's already coming, right? I mean, would you agree?
Oh, absolutely. I think that's exactly what we're looking at. I think, I'd be shocked if they didn't raise it, but I think that number is baked in. And I think if we see that number, we'll get what technical term here, right? We'll get a knee jerk bounce. I think we might bounce down, but I think we'll come right back. I think to me, it's still kind of that everybody's kind of waiting for the other shoe to fall. And there's really not another shoe, right? I mean, today's kind of the day. I know we got some inflation reports coming. But I think everybody's just kind of chilling. I think everybody is, technical term, chilling. I think everybody's kind of waiting, I mean, that's what I feel,
Yeah.
I mean,
I agree.
Coins are not even running. I mean, Pepe, there's nothing really going on,
It's pretty boring. I mean, but it doesn't say boring for long, right? I mean, we know that. But, I got a question for you, Austin. And really, this goes for everybody out there. So drop your thoughts to this down below. I was reading something the other day, and basically the argument they were making is, and I agree with this. I want to get your thoughts and everybody's thoughts. I agree with this. They were basically saying, listen, we really haven't seen, probably since early Q1 2022, a lot of new money come in crypto. Yes, Bitcoin went from 16,000 to where it is today, all the way to 31. But a lot of that, this is the argument they were making, was money that was already in the market coming out of altcoins because people were scared, right? Given all this stuff with the SEC. And they're like, okay, let me put it into a less risky investment. Let me get out of these NFTs, right? Let me get out of the meme coins. And Austin, I know you did this earlier. I think we all did. Kind of went through our wallets and said, you know what can I do away with? What can I consolidate back into a Ethereum or Bitcoin or SHIB or something more long-term? So in saying that, if you agree with that, when do we see the new money come back? Like, what do we need in order to have a go at it again like we had in 2021?
Well, before I get to that, I want to bring up a really important comment. Austin looks like a retired art teacher at a public school.
I could see him teaching like ceramics or something.
That's what I'm going for. His whole look is a retired teacher.
He's going to teach us how to make a coffee cup.
Yeah. So today we're going to be making a coffee mug. I mean, I'm sorry. I apologize.
We're going to make your grandmother a fountain today.
We're going to make ashtrays, you know. So I mean, you know, well, you had crypto market cap 3.7 trillion. So you had 2.6 trillion leave the market, just gone. And I think a lot of that was retail money. I think the short answer to your question is approval of Bitcoin, approval of BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF. Mainstream media picks that up, runs with it. That's kind of like the rubber seal that this crypto thing is valid, if you will, which is bullshit in my opinion. It's not the rubber seal, but that's kind of the Main Street, you know, perception rubber seal. And then the other Bitcoin ETFs that will follow from the other, you know, 10 or 15 that have applied in the States, not to mention globally. I think you know, that catalyst will help. I think the SEC is irrelevant right now. They're going to rattle their saber. The only X factor is, do they sue another exchange? Do we get anything movement on the Binance, Coinbase lawsuits, the SEC? So the long and the short of it is that in my opinion, what's keeping retail money off the market is still the usual same old shit: fear, uncertainty, and doubt, inflation. People's dollars don't physically go as far, period. If we can figure out how to get rid of that fear, then money comes back in. I think the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF is one of the bigger steps, because that's a globally information disseminated event. You know what I mean? Like everybody's going to jump on that and they'll be like, oh my God, we got to, you know, this crypto thing's real, you know?
I agree.
That's really what I got right now. But it's those two things. It's that to get mainstream media picking up, and something has to happen. And I don't know if that is a watershed event to take the fear and uncertainty out of the market, because that's what we've been dealing with for damn near a year, almost 2 years, is the fear and uncertainty in the market.
Yeah, I agree. 100%. I mean, so in terms of the inflation, putting dollars back in the pockets of Americans, that sort of thing. I mean, we can argue till the cows come home, you know, whether we've been in a recession or not. I mean, technically we have, but I guess the bigger question is, a lot of people say there's still this outside chance of a bigger recession, a something we haven't felt yet.
Yeah.
Like, are they still kicking the can down the road, and eventually this is all going to come to a head, and we're going to get the real recession, if you will. I mean,
but see that
it's all speculative. It's all speculative, by the way.
But you just brought up the reason for that. Listen to what you just said, right? Are we in a recession? Are we not? Dude, you can watch 10 different news shows, you know, and you get a different freaking answer. And every week it's a different freaking answer. Oh, by the way, we're going into presidential election in 24. Mm-hmm. I mean, people don't know if they should go left, right, up, down, forward, go hide under their bed, go get in a freaking cabin in the middle of nowhere. I mean, the mainstream media keeps us so freaking turned around.
Yeah.
We don't know.
And that does not bode well right now for crypto, because crypto is this speculative, high risk asset class where, like, people don't want to take the chance right now. And I mean, and we're not saying that's the right decision. In fact, usually it's the opposite. Usually when everybody's zigging, you should be zagging as an investor, right? But
this is when you put money in right now.
And it's crazy because, like, let's preface all this by saying, as bad as it's been, Bitcoin is up what?
50
year to date, 80%.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Where are you going to find that? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I look at the money I have being managed by traditional, money managers, and I'm like, I mean, I could beat that with my eyes closed.
Does it piss you off that you're paying that 1%?
Yeah. Oh, it's a little higher than that, but no. But yeah, I mean, my point of it is that, am I going to pull that money? No, because it's diversification, right? I mean, it's just the same old shit, man. I mean,
yeah.
The problem I have fundamentally is truly mainstream media, and I'm not talking about politics here. I'm not talking about Democrat, Republican. That's irrelevant to me. I mean, I know that's a whole different discussion. It's the information cycle that keeps everybody head spinning, and they don't know which way to go. And so, and then finally, back to what brings retail money in, it's FOMO. When we start seeing massive green candle days, everybody's going, oh, I got to get in now. Not, by the way, they should have been getting in for the last year and a half and building and buying at really low costs. And that ship hasn't sailed. I mean, we're at the same market capitalization, 1 trillion, 190 billion or whatever we are, forever. That's it.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, it feels as if, like, Bitcoin has attracted a lot of attention this year for the right reasons and the wrong reasons. The right reasons, just because it's become more solidified. It's become all the news with, the new exchange and BlackRock coming in and institutional money coming in. That's all good. But then on the other side, it's like people have been chased out of the altcoin market by being scared from the SEC, not knowing what the SEC is going to deem a security or not. Right. So we've seen a lot of this money kind of just that's been in crypto, stay in crypto, but consolidate into Bitcoin, into Ethereum, into XRP, especially after the most recent news. And but it hurts everything else. It hurts the other top layer ones and the other top 100 cryptos and the small caps and the startups.
Yep.
There's really no question. I'm just kind of, just talking. I mean, thoughts on that? I mean, like,
no, I mean, I agree. I mean, look at the flow of money, right? Bitcoin first, Ethereum, altcoins.
Yeah.
And really the altcoins have not seen that. And the altcoins have gotten hurt by the bullshit lawsuit of SEC versus Coinbase and Binance.
Yep.
It scared the crap out of everybody. And I mean, we saw ADA and Polygon all go down dramatically as a direct Solana as a direct corollary result of that. And that money won't come back in until we get broader market, movement. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy though, because even so, Solana, for example, so on all that bullshit news, late June, I think, was kind of the low point there, right? I'm pretty sure. Actually, mid-June. Yeah. Mid-June, it got down below $15, $14.76. Right now, it's $24, almost $25.
Yeah.
I mean, think about that just as a trading return. I mean, or if you're just adding there, for your long term. I mean, that's, you go back beginning of the year, Solana was down below $10 after all the crazy shit with FTX.
Yeah.
I mean, think about that. It was less than $10. Now we're sitting at 25. And it still feels like we're in a bear market, right? But it just goes to show you, like, how volatile crypto is. And even the marginal gains, like just those little snapshots right there, absolutely crush anything you can see in a top stock. People just don't look at it that way. That's what's amazing to me, right? They go,
Solana hadn't done anything. Seriously, if you look at it's like, I mean, it's just funny, I mean,
well, it's certainly more of a trader's market, and maybe we're hearing like that stuff from people who are long term, right? They're waiting for Solana to reach a certain number, whether it's back to $300 or $400, and then they're going to just liquidate it all at once. I mean, but I guess a bear market is more of like a trader's market, right? So I mean, I get that a little bit, but you're right. I mean, even when saying that, like, you gotta understand, like, this is not normal seeing this kind of fluctuation, this kind of movement, but people want it all. They want it all right
they
now.
want it all in the next 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, look, this is what you and I focus on, right? The highlighted deal. We focus on market capitalization, looking at all these kind of things. And I mean, the fact of the matter is, bottom line, we're just not moving, and we haven't been moving for a while. And, and so it's just that goes directly to the heart of what we're talking about: fear, uncertainty, and doubt, right? I mean, just everybody kind of doing their thing. So,
hey guys, make sure you subscribe down below to Austin's channel if you're watching him. If you're watching my channel too, we'd appreciate it. We're here every single day breaking things down. Really, it's a pleasure. We love this stuff. So if you want to give back, subscribe to our channels, hit the like button for us. As we get closer and closer to 2 o'clock, we want to get a bunch of people in here, and so appreciate that.
So special guest coming with us. It's Chad. Hey, Chad, how are you, sir?
Hey guys, I'm doing good today. How are you?
Good, man.
Great, man.
So if you guys don't know who Chad is one of the co-founders of Devour. Both Zach and I've had Chad and Shelly, the 2 co-founders, on our AMAs, and Chad wanted to come on and just kind of talk crypto with us. So he had some time. So thanks, Chad. There's links down in the description below on my description and on Zach's description if you're watching either respective channel, to all things kind of Devour. So Chad, tell everybody real quickly, for those who maybe don't see it, I think we're north of 200-300 each on our channel. We got 500 people here live with us.
Yeah.
So what is Devour? Who are they? All that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I was listening to you guys before jumping on here, and I can just couch it in the conversation very high level, which is, all of the volatility, the uncertainty now, like, doesn't phase us, because we know where this is ultimately all going, just like you guys do. And I'm sure most of your listeners do. And, like what we're developing in the restaurant space, and I'll get into what we're doing, is like, there's too much value here. The technology is too important. It's the user experience, the benefit to the consumer is so great that inevitably the space wins, right? Because we're the bridge between restaurants and Web3, and I'll get into what we're doing. But there's other companies doing similar things in their industries, and so like we're gonna get there, right? And all of this present day stuff that it could bog us down at times, it'll all be a distant memory eventually.
Yep, absolutely. Well, your real call to action right now, obviously, Chad and I, we're going to talk about it, is literally trying to get people to get to basically go to Devour. And again, there's links in the description below to DevourGO.io, get the app. And I'm going to kind of give my 2 cents. What you guys are literally revolutionizing a very hard to revolutionize industry. It's the food delivery industry. And I think you're doing so much more than that. You're marrying, that obviously food delivery, but you're marrying it into crypto, metaverse, gaming, and giving, obviously the delivery of the food is, to me, like and that's part of it. But I think what you're doing on the enhancing the user experience for people in their respective gaming environments, Alterverse, things of that nature. That's, to me, what you guys are doing. That's really cool as hell. So I'm going to let you take it from there.
Yeah, perfect. Let's break it down like that. Awesome. It's the big picture is that the way food ordering is done right now, it's fast, it's convenient, but it's boring, right? It's very commoditized type experience for people. That works for some, but it doesn't work for the Gen Z, the younger folks, that everything is a highly digital immersive experience. And with there being 212 gamers in the US, like, crazy opportunity to up level what the food ordering experience should be. It so happens, Web3, crypto, NFTs have a big role to play in delivering that higher level experience. That why we've integrated that technology in. But the big picture is that users, there's so much more ways to like create fun experiences around food, community experiences as the world moves from like IRL communities and friends groups to like people relating and forming like their core group online and digitally, ways of bringing food into that experience together. That's the big picture. And then restaurants are on the other side, needing companies like us to make it easy for them to get into the game, right? Because this is still a little bit over the heads of most restaurant operators, right? The Web3 world. And so we can say, no, you don't have to understand any of it. You just have to understand that we got your back. we as a team, we've put 45 years into the restaurant industry. We know the space. We love the space. We love restaurant operators. And we know how to make it digestible for them, right? So they can benefit and get in front of this next generation and this new audience. So you hit it, Austin, too, with gaming, right? Like, who is this new audience? They're gamers, right? You mentioned Altaverse, right? So the idea that I'm a player, I'm in a game that I love, right? I can order food from it. Like I walk up to the DevourGO store or a restaurant that we're partnering and powering. I place my order and it gets delivered to me, right? That's V1, right? Then let's extend that. Now my player gets a power up. I fill my energy bar because I ordered that food, right? So adding utility to the food ordering experience and doing that in the metaverse in gaming is a big part of it.
Zach's got there, Chad. I mean, obviously the Web3 Google Cloud partnership. Talk about that real quickly. I think that's insanely massive. So yeah, point that out for sure.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, this as we've been around 18 months as a company. And so we have our product. It's live in market. As you mentioned, you can download it in the Google Play or iOS App Store on Apple. People should do that. Everybody should do that. But this is a point of validation and wind at our back that can't be understated. Google has recognized us and say, hey, we don't have that many companies we've admitted into our Web3 startup program yet, but we want you guys, Devour, to be one of the first, because we see this being a path to mass adoption of Web3, right? Everybody eats, everybody loves food, and we've gone the extra mile to make Web3 usable in a frictionless way for the Web2 world, right? Yep. So yes, you can be familiar with MetaMask, Coinbase, and Wallet, all of the Web3 stuff, and do things in DevourGO your way. But you can be my grandma, right, and figure this out and get crypto, get NFTs that power up your ordering experience without knowing any of it. And so Google, that resonated with Google, and so they're supporting us in this program in a variety of ways with resources, connections to their ecosystem of partners to really help us turbocharge growth.
So go ahead, Zach.
I was just going to say, by the way, we're going to give you a reason to download the app later this afternoon. So make sure you guys are following me over on Twitter. It's at @Z_Humphreys. We're going to be doing a giveaway. Part of the thing you're going to have to do is download the app. So check out the Twitter page later. Make sure you guys hop in there and do that. And again, download the app now, but you're gonna do it later anyway when you enter the giveaway. So I just want to drop that in there.
So Chad, the question I have for you, kind of not obviously, more of kind of what we were. Well, there's my son.
Hey, Kate.
Hello, Kate. What's up?
We need AA batteries.
Huh?
We need AA batteries.
This is important. We need AA batteries.
There you go.
Batteries are important. You need them.
Hey, I'm live streaming to 400 plus people. Thanks for telling me that. Appreciate you, buddy.
They all know you need some batteries. I love
Can't
it.
make this up. I can't do it right now, buddy. I'm doing this. Okay.
That's good
All
stuff.
right. Love you. Okay. Anyway, so sorry, Chad. What's your opinion on kind of what some of the stuff Zach and I were talking about before you came on about, Bitcoin, Ethereum, SEC? What are they going to do? Retail money, because I think that kind of does directly possibly impact you guys as well. Obviously, you have a token, but it's that retail person that you want. What y'all? I mean, what's
In Austin?
Yeah, what's your side? Go, Zach.
Just to add a little something to it, we always talk about it from our perspective as YouTubers and creators. Chad, I think people are interested to kind of hear it from the developer standpoint, like somebody starting a business in this environment. What are some of the things that you guys have to go through and some of the hurdles you're trying to jump or some of the cards you're trying to play?
Yeah, I'll start with just recognizing that our approach to the uncertainty, right? Like what will ultimately be deemed a security. The SEC, we as a serious company who's thinking like, hey, what is our vision for the next 10 plus years?
Yep.
Our approach is recognizing that uncertainty and being very conservative, right? Where it's like where things are going to go, doing things, everything above board, which we would do anyway, but now there's just that extra layer on top of it. Is like, hey, because we don't know, we need to make sure whatever happens, things keep going on just fine, right? So, we're say, hey, assuming that there will also be like some level of fair play with like legit companies that are trying to adhere to the rules, that we're going to, under whatever that magnifying glass that may come in the future, they're going to look at us, okay, we see what you guys are doing, respect. If there's something we need to do to bridge the gap and become compliant, we're going to do those things and show that history of playing by the rules, following as best as we can. Very confident that we'll pass that test and do what is necessary. Actually expecting, based on all of the variables, I think because of the big guys like Coinbase fighting the good fight right now, like it'll be easier for us than that. But that's our approach, right? Mitigating risk by just doing everything right.
From a business standpoint, like how much room do you leave, so you're able to pivot if you need to? Like how much are you guys thinking about that? Because it's hard. I'd imagine it's hard because you want to have a path forward. People want to see what your path forward is. But like when you're dealing with like new technology and regulatory frameworks and things really not solidified yet, you almost have to leave a little room, right? To zag this way or zag that way. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. I think the most important thing for every listener to understand is like we're first and foremost a tech company. We've built a technology product. For anyone who hasn't gotten the app yet, think of it as like the Web3 DoorDash, the Web3 Uber Eats. Foundationally, it's going to feel that way. But there's we are that first, and so and that platform is what gives the utility to our NFTs, the industry pass, for example, right? The no delivery fee access pass, our native token, DPAY. The way we give utility to that is through our platform. So how we do that and the specifics, of course, always able to pivot, but that's just any technology company, right? We're always going to have to respond to the business environment and like where do we go with the product. But the product is what gives the utility. So we'll always find a way, right, to make those assets valuable in our platform. But the how and the specifics will change based on opportunity and the larger context.
I love it.
I think it goes directly, Chad, to the real simple deal, clarity and regulation, right?
Mm-hmm.
We need clarity. And we simply don't have that. And I don't know if I think that's a year plus out in one way or the other, because I think it's so murky. I mean, who's going to be effectively over crypto, the CFTC, the SEC, whatever, or insert any other regulatory body here. I think that's and I mean, it was funny. I'm going to remind you, we were on a live stream with you and Shelly when the Ripple law came out. And I remember a conversation, Shelly mentioned, and by the way, for those of you guys watching, Shelly is one of the co-founders with Chad. She talked about the fact that y'all had to give consideration as to whether or not you were offshore or not. I'm talking, and the point was to your point, right? There is very, very little in regulatory clarity. And I know that from your side, when you guys are a tech company, what you're doing is very straightforward. It's very vanilla. It's in a good way. And yet you're kind of having to look over your shoulder. That's got to be frustrating,
It actually, I mean, based on the recent, the good news and the like kind of trajectory that we're seeing, it's not like even a top, I would say, like thing that we deal with on a daily basis, because we know, others with much deeper pockets than ours are doing everything they can. and we get the benefits of their work and victory, like so many do. I think it's just knowing that our platform is engineered and built to like adapt, right? Not just because of the design, but because our engineering team is quick. We built our whole application, which is a insanely quality enterprise application, in less than a year. Our team is that fast and good, so we will always be able to adjust, right, whichever way the winds are blowing. But we're very confident based on again the direction things are going, that this is trending in the right direction.
Cool. All right. So Zach, let's see, what is it you got there?
Just, I know everybody's kind of gearing up. We're getting closer and closer to having that decision. Fed rate hike, live updates. We're going to be covering it as we get closer to 2 o'clock, guys. So make sure you guys stay with us. Don't forget to subscribe down below to whichever channel you're watching. Both channels, that'd be great. Hit the like button. And of course, if you're just popping in, this is Chad from Devour, great Web3 company, startup company, 18 months old. So that's all. I just wanted to, make sure people know we're still getting into the Fed stuff. I know people are popping in for that. So.
Where are we at on CMC?
So altcoins are starting to drop a little bit. I mean, so we're seeing, here's Gala down a little bit, 5%. We're starting to see altcoins drop a little bit. Usually, if this Fed decision is like the last few, tons of volatility today. Bitcoin not doing too much. Actually, let's zoom in a little bit. Go into the 3-minute. Yeah, I mean. I think correct me if I'm wrong, Austin, we had like the last 2 meetings, it was like a big dump, then a pump, then a big dump, and a pump. It was like very, very volatile. So I think we're going to expect the same thing.
Yeah, I have an Austinism knee jerk.
It was. Yeah. I mean, it's a trader's paradise. I mean, but I think by now this stuff's baked in. I mean, everybody is expecting a 25 basis point move. If we didn't get a 25 basis point move today, then things could get really interesting one way or the other. But I don't expect a 50 basis point, and I don't expect a pause. So I'm assuming it's going to be a 25, right?
Yep.
That's what we would think.
I totally agree. Chad, I know we've only got you for about 5 more minutes. I know you had a hard stop. You got to go get ready. Any kind of final thoughts on anything you want to get out there? Anything you want to throw out there for our people?
I think is probably especially poignant today and around this time of moment in history is just encouragement to everybody to use logic and think about long term about where the space is going, and then the kind of companies that win, right? So if you like to order food, if that's you, like you're ordering on DoorDash or Uber Eats now, like think about where this goes, where you as a gamer, right, again joining the 212 million people that are ordering food, that could order food, like everybody already eats while they're playing games, to be able to do that from your favorite game, the ability of being recognized for your digital assets, right? Where our vision there is like, whether you're in a NFT community or you're a token community, because of your membership in that community, you are getting exclusive benefits when you order food in DevourGO. Access to secret menu items with our restaurant partners, access to exclusive promotions, ability to order from exclusive environments, right, from these game worlds potentially, right? So that is there, right? And think that is only going to increase. It because of the user experience, and the problem is solved not because of what the market is doing, right? So we are going to be far more market resistant because we're creating the experiences and creating the platform that's going to take care of that, right? Because the utility is there. The industry has been talking about utility for some time, but don't forget that, right? The utility of Web3 is ultimately what's going to propel the industry and the companies that are participating in it. And that means a whole lot more, right? When we're not just talking amongst ourselves, but we're bridging that gap to the Web2 world and everybody who just gets the experience they want, and the Web3 is in the background.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, final thought from my perspective about what it is you guys are doing. Y'all are revolutionizing an industry. And to me, the other big guys on the block, DoorDash and Uber, are not even they're not even aware that this is a thing. And that's what I love about what you guys are doing. Marrying IRL food delivery, enhancing, people's experiences in their favorite metaverse, their gaming environments, and all that. I think it's cool as hell. And as a trailblazer, I know that's a lot of that is doing what you're doing now, which is out talking about the tech and what you guys are doing. So it's cool stuff, man.
Want to address AB's question here, who are we using for the delivery process? It's important to note we focus our time and energy on innovation in what matters most, right? So we built our app to be, this is a great user experience, right? It will rival the ordering experience on DoorDash and Uber Eats from a standpoint of just basic picking items from a menu and ordering. But we didn't invent a delivery fleet. So if our orders are actually sent through DoorDash and Uber Eats drivers, we did that integration to be able to handle that and be able to focus on the Web3, the user experience related to gamified ordering. So we're navigating that entire restaurant tech ecosystem intelligently to innovate on the things that need innovation.
Cool.
I want to encourage everybody too quickly, if they hadn't seen in the comments, right, the experience for yourself, how easy it is, kind of put on your Web2 hat, pretend you forgot everything you know about Web3 and see how easy it is to, again, download the app, navigate ordering food, getting DPAY, the native token, simple with a credit card, our industry pass, which comes with an insane amount of benefits, no fee delivery. Think of it as like our equivalent to the DoorDash Dash Pass, except you own it. You can get that, again, very simple, straightforward Web 2 way, but you're engaging with crypto, you're engaging with NFTs, and think about the power of that. But encourage everybody to download the app. I know you're going to be doing something later this afternoon, guys, but get your hands on it. This is Web3 utility, mass adoption at play, guys.
Love it. And if you guys are wondering, the industry pass right now, 0.086 ETH. So it's not too expensive, 0 delivery fees, $10 monthly DPAY, 5% DPAY rewards. And again, like Chad said, you actually own the pass once you purchase it. Also unlocking Go VIP level 4, exclusive promotions. So all of those sort of things that you should get when you're getting something exclusive like the industry pass.
And to make it even easier, Zach, encourage everybody for the pass specifically, go to DevourGO. Again, App Store, either one, or DevourGO.io if you prefer to do it on the web. And it's not even the 0.086, it's 150, right? So it's like, again, simplified. Not everyone knows what Ethereum is. I know your listeners do, but that is another even easier path to get this and get it hooked up to your DevourGO account, so it's delivering those benefits.
Awesome. Love it.
All right, Chad, we appreciate you, man. I know you got to go do something else, so thanks for your time, brother.
Thanks,
we'll be
guys.
doing that giveaway later this afternoon too for everybody out there. So see you, Chad.
Appreciate you. Bye, everybody.
Good stuff. Great company. Great people. It's been awesome to kind of watch them. Also when I think about them, it's like I think about the early internet companies or these companies that kind of shook things up. My first gut reaction. Now I know this is a big company and they succeeded beyond all measures. Airbnb, right? Yeah. When that type of company came out, it was like, wait a minute, we're not going to stay in hotels anymore. That's everything we've ever known, right? No. You can actually rent out your place. It's like. Then all of a sudden it becomes this massive thing. I mean, this is the type of company in Web3 that I like. Listen, there's going to be a lot of shakeout in Web3. A lot of companies are going to fail. But when we came across this, I think we shared a similar thought behind it. It's like, wow, this is different because they don't have any competition right now. Nobody's really thinking about this. And we know everything needs to be redesigned, reimagined for Web3 blockchain. This is an industry that's kind of been left in Web 2. And I think it was Chad early on. He gave me the analogy of like the old punch card, buy 4 coffees, get 1 free, like loyalty reward programs. The days of those are over, right? And this is the new age. Own a digital NFT. Look what Starbucks doing with Polygon, right? So we're seeing these big brands do it, but not really anything like this. So I'm excited to be a part of this and just see how fast they can really grow, especially once we get back into the bull run and more people are learning about Web3 and forced to get into Web3 due to all these technological changes that are happening. So
I agree. Am I glitching? Feels like I am.
You did for like a split second, but it wasn't like real bad.
Okay. I'm on my patio. I'm watching.
You're lagging just a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why I shouldn't be, but I am. Okay. So I may let you drive a fair amount of this, but I feels like I am. So we're about what, an hour away from a decision. Do you have anything? You have any new news on?
Should be even closer than that. I think because it's 2:00 decision, right? 2:30. Is that right? 2:00 decision, 2:30 meeting. Let me see. Yeah. Fed decision. 2 p.m. Yeah. Fed decision, and then Jay Powell come out at 2:30 to talk, and break it all down. And the markets will be moving on that news, I'm sure. So,
let's downshift, whatever. Let's talk a little bit about Shibarium. You still think we're on track for that August 15, 16 launch?
Yeah, I mean, all eyes are on this big event coming up in Toronto, guys. By the way, I'm going to be out there, so if anybody's going, let me know. I'd love to meet up out there. I know Marcy Jastro is going to be out there from the SHIB Metaverse. If you want to share this, Austin, I got this is an official tweet from the Blockchain Futurist Conference, and SHIB Token, guys, this year, the 5th annual SHIB Token and the SHIB ecosystem is the official title sponsor of the entire conference. Charles Hoskinson is speaking at this. I mean, this is big time. SHIB is the main sponsor. They're bringing the power of a decentralized currency to millions across the globe. We know that. They're really building out a decentralized economy. And I think, speaking to Shibarium, that's what this does. It allows us to really push that forward. So you could see Canada's largest blockchain conference, SHIB.io, title sponsor. Marcy's going to be out there. I'm scheduled to meet her. I think we're going to have a drink, maybe get some lunch or something out there. If anybody else is planning on going, I know that there's a lot of ways to get discounts. I know Marcy was running like a 30% off code using her name. There's a lot of different ways to get involved. I know Shaitoshi was doing some giveaways. Shaitoshi's going to be speaking at the event as well, virtually, I believe. So that's another thing going on. So yeah, I mean, we're expected to get a lot of great news around Shibarium here.
So I had the dates wrong. Interesting. So I may actually be able to pull it off and go to this thing. I have to be in Dallas that weekend, August 12th and 13th. My son's trying out for a national lacrosse team, so I can't be gone. But August 15th and 16th, I need to look. I may be able to swing this, so I'll have to figure that out.
Okay.
So yeah, and look at this. Austin can't go. He needs to get his son's battery. That's true. I can't leave because I got to get Kate batteries. Anyway, yeah. Let me do some. So it's August 15th and 16th. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and I think this is obviously it's big that they're a sponsor, but it's an awesome way to get out the word with Metaverse. I think that's another thing. I know they had the big table at South by Southwest. I think the Metaverse alone, Austin, could bring so many people into crypto. And we talk about SHIB, they're the largest company by market cap building out a Metaverse. When you talk about adoption, we don't really think about it like in the inverse way. We think about people getting into crypto and then entering the Metaverse. But there's going to be a lot of people that enter the Metaverse, and then because they did so, they're going to get into crypto.
I agree. But again, for crypto, I think that's one thing I like about what DevourGO's doing, right? And I know I'm lagging a little bit. It's frustrating. Is that you have to make crypto seamless. You have to make crypto, 6th grade easy. It's just got to be easy.
You got to be like utilizing a wallet, utilizing crypto without even knowing you're doing it.
Correct.
It has to be second nature. You don't even think about it, but you're doing it.
So
and we're getting there.
Rahul says, has Shitoshi ever appeared in public before? Let's be clear here. He's going to be speaking through AI.
Right.
He's going to be speaking through AI, right? Yeah. And he's not going to be in person, but that's what we know. So,
yep. Yeah. I think I think it's one of his recent tweets that he said that. Let me see if I can pop it open, but it's exciting nonetheless, man. I mean, it's great exposure. It's a great opportunity to, again, grow the brand. People who say like, marketing's not that important in a bear market. I disagree 100%. It's the most important time to keep people aware, to keep people engaged. Here it is right here. 2023 speaker via AI and Metaverse, Satoshi Kusama, big picture Shiba Inu, Futurist Conference. Yeah.
Zach, I'm going to let you reload. I'm going to let you drive the content, man. I can't even reload a CoinMarketCap page right now. I'm getting weird.
That's cool. No, that's cool. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, taking a look at just CMC, you want to just kind of look at some of the numbers. Gal is dropping right now. Nice discount there. I mean, all the alts dropping a little bit. Overall market actually pretty flat. That's because Bitcoin is, again, slightly in the green. But this is what we've been seeing, right? It's like the same story over and over. Bitcoin has been moving up. Altcoins have been bleeding and giving it back to Bitcoin and Ethereum. So this is much of the same. It's been a tough year for alts. It really has. Outside of, your Pepe, your XRP, outside of a few, right? It's been really difficult. But what's your state? What's your state of the union kind of on altcoins? I mean, have you changed your stance or have you changed your approach after after all of this has happened this year? I mean, where do you stand?
No, it's the same. I mean, I'm still looking at the same kind of investment strategy. In that I've kept all my money in those blue chips. I still believe out of as far as percentages, 60-70% evenly split between Bitcoin and Ethereum. The other 20-ish%, the top 10 cryptos, XRP, Cardano, Polkadot, Polygon, whatever it may be. Shiba Inu, if that's one that you feel like it meets your kind of investing, demographic. And then other than that, maybe leave some out there for some fun stuff, if you are so inclined. For me, kind of to your point earlier, Bitcoin's up 80% year to date,
which is nuts. I mean, and we've seen the dominance. That's something we track all the time. But Bitcoin dominance was up at 50%. It's a little bit down from that now, 48.4%. But eventually we're going to have a rotation happen. We're going to have money rotate back into altcoins. And I think you're right. I think it's the top ones. I think it's, yes. Do I think people are sleeping on Cardano? Yeah. Do I think people are sleeping on Polygon? Yeah. Do I think people are sleeping on Polkadot and Litecoin and SHIB and Chainlink and Avalanche and Stellar? And it's hard because there is some uncertainty out there and you want to invest in everything, but you also want to put a decent amount in there when we see the returns. So to that point, do you put a little bit into 20? Do you put, a little bit more into 10? I think that's where a lot of people struggle too, how to invest.
I think they overthink that. I think, it depends on you. You and I've talked about this. You're in your 30s. I'm in my 50s. Maybe you have a different strategy based off of age. Maybe you only want to maybe you're like, hey, I only want to own 5 altcoins, and they're the Cardanos and the Polygons of the world. There's nothing wrong with that. You have more money in each of them respectively if you're using that same pot of money versus, okay, I'm going to spread it among 10 or 15. It's all about your risk, kind of minimize your risk minimization or your risk strategy. What do you want?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I agree with Foxy, right? I want all the altcoins. Because you look up one day and you're like, oh man, Polygon's running out. I don't own it. Shit. That kind of thing. There's always that, right?
Yeah. Somebody just mentioned, I agree with that. Everything you said there. Somebody just mentioned bad AI. Yep. So this is an official partner of SHIB, guys, by the way. So they're a $21 million market cap. I started talking about them a little bit when they were a 4 million. And I invested a little bit, wishing I would have invested more. But yeah, they just got listed on Polynex. Massive market cap already for a startup, 21 million. But this is interesting because we've always looked at SHIB as like, okay, we've got Shibarium, we've got Metaverse. In my opinion here, if I'm reading this and looking at this correctly, this is another avenue that Shiba Inu's ecosystem can now go in. This is going to be bad idea AI. This is going to be a decentralized version of their own AI tool like OpenAI. But we all know OpenAI is, owned by the centralized authorities. This is a decentralized version of that. If I'm analyzing all this correctly. So this is something that shouldn't get overlooked. This is another avenue. And I made a full video about this last night, kind of as a secret weapon, if you will. Not a lot of people are talking about it, but this is a tool that, again, could bring a lot of people into the ecosystem, like the Metaverse, like Shibarium. So I think it is important. I saw that chat come across that somebody had bought some today, and we're not saying go buy it, but understand it's moving. And there's a reason why it has been. Lucy's been talking about it a lot. Shitoshi was early on in their Telegram. We have to follow that, right? We have to, from an investor standpoint, that's good intel. That's good stuff.
Absolutely. I think you have to be aware of these different. Hey, the
cicadas are out, man.
That's what happens when you don't have a studio anymore and you've been displaced from your house. You are on the back patio, and it's only about 98 degrees out here, but it's actually not that bad.
You got a fan up there? You got a fan going?
I do, but it's not running. I got to actually turn it on. Yeah, let me do that real quick. Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, but guys, I mean, that's all it is. I mean, pay attention to these sort of things. I mean, there's so many opportunities. I think one of the other things people kind of get lost in is they get so lost and caught up into one project that their eyes aren't open and they miss so many other opportunities. And I get it. I mean, you can't see everything. You can't invest in everything. Money doesn't grow on trees, right? But as an investor in crypto, the more that you can stay eyes wide open to all and any possibilities, all in any sectors, the more opportunities that you're going to find. I mean, the more gems you're going to find, the more diamonds in the rough. So I think that's another really important point. As we do get a little closer to the Fed decision, guys, we welcome everybody in that's just popping in. We're about 20 minutes away from that. And yeah, that fan's cooking now, man. It probably feels a little bit better, huh?
It's one above me right here. I got two out here. Yeah. So yeah, that's better.
98's better than 115, Boca said. Boca, where the heck are you at that it's 115? I think he's down in Florida.
Yeah, he's cooking.
115. Sheesh.
Oh, it'll be 105 here. I mean, it's going to get Texas heat, baby.
Wilfred says, when you're starting with small capital, look at some cool Shibarium projects out there. Its season is about to happen. That's a really good point. I mean, yeah, play the narrative, play the timing, and have a plan, right? So yeah, look at some of the Shibarium projects. I agree. Look at Bone, look at Leash, look at Shib. I mean, I think they all could have some movement here as we get closer and closer to Shibarium launching, which could be coupled with just an overall market move too in the right direction, right?
Yep. Let's see, only 100 a day. That's fun. No, the Fed has not released yet. We're all expecting 25 basis points. We'll see how that plays out. There's one. SERP's been on a really good run. That's another one that's part of
it has been
the ecosystem.
Yep.
Vegas is hot as usual. The thing about Vegas, was weird, man. You step out of those casinos and it's like it hits you like an oven, but it's a dry heat. I'm sorry, it's hot.
Right. Yeah, right.
Oh,
it's not the same. It's a dry heat.
It's a dry heat.
Okay.
So Gaines has hit us a couple times. Poly releasing a coin. I do not. What is Poly releasing a coin?
Poly's like an influencer, I think, and there's been a ton of controversy. I don't know much about it, but I've seen it in passing. I try to stay away from all that bullshit that really doesn't really help us. Let's see.
They didn't accept cash. Nobody likes cash anymore, baby. It's so funny.
How about the places that don't even accept cash at all? Like, no, we don't take cash. That's not good here. Isn't that crazy? I mean, that's happened to me like a few times recently.
Yeah.
I was reading something. Let me. I think I was tweeting about this. So Dogecoin's been popping a little bit.
Just a little bit. Oh, it's all the X and Twitter and
Yep. It's interesting though, because here, I think I've got, when the hell did I tweet that? Jeez, oh man, it was way back here, wasn't it?
Jeez,
okay.
Tweet like 8 million tweets a day.
This was yesterday.
What are they going to call it now? X's? Are you X a day? What is it? What are they going
I hope they just keep it tweets and it's on the platform X, right? That'd be simple. I don't know. You're tweeting on X's platform, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. But check this out. Doge whales holding 1 billion to 10 billion Doge accumulated 3 billion tokens worth 225 million over the past 3 weeks. Interesting, right? Considering what's recently happened within these last few weeks with X, with Elon putting the Doge symbol in as his location, a lot of speculation. Raul Paul recently came out, said that, from a use case standpoint, Dogecoin could be the first ever crypto to be actually transacted with. Imagine if Dogecoin is the currency that you tip creators with, or you send money to another X user. I almost said Twitter user, X user with, right? If Dogecoin is that currency, I mean, it's a good point. I mean, what stronger use case have we seen in crypto if that happens? So whales are adding. That's interesting. Some of the key levels we're watching, by the way, we came up on this 50-day EMA yesterday, 82.3, and fell back. The 200-day moving average is 0.86. Okay, so that should be 0.086. That's a typo there. 200-day EMA 0.086, just below 9 cents. We're watching that. If we break that, look out, because we could have some room to run. Keep in mind, Doge last run up went to about 14-15 cents. So that was earlier. Was it earlier this year? I think it was.
Earlier.
I think it was. Let me see. Actually, no, it was late last year. Went to 14.
Oh, now Kate's calling me. Hold on.
You gonna get them batteries? You gonna get them batteries or what? All right, what do we got in chat? Let's see who we got in chat. Rand, what's up? Jasmine or Shib? I like Shib, Rand. Jasmine's interesting though.
That's when you have a kid who's totally used to your kid, your dad being like, whatever I am. He's just like, he doesn't care. He just doesn't give shit. Walks on camera.
Yeah.
I
love it, man. I love it.
Oh, that's just cracking my shit up, man. I tell you. Like, what's up? What
was it about? Was it about the
he wanted to spend $20 and I have no idea what he's buying, and that's a whole other probably. I don't know. He's 15, right? What are you buying? I don't even ask, so
I get this off Amazon? Yep.
Yeah.
He's watching live, messing with you. AB said,
"Oh, dude, I mean, it's just funny. Is that this is like, this is what you get when you're doing live streams, right? Yeah,
100%.
Get some rechargeables. I don't like rechargeable batteries. I think they're a con. I think they're a scam.
The rechargeables. Hey, I gotta hit the John real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, okay, that's funny as hell. Fed rate hike live updates. Okay, so we had nothing really going on yet. Let's all pause while Zach goes to the bathroom. Everybody go take a bathroom break. Go get a favorite drink that you like. Oh, that's what's funny. Oh man. What else is going on? Get the boys some rechargeables. Cracks me up. Yeah, see, the boys just steal my batteries. Yeah, I know. I got it. All right, let's see here. What we had on what would be the impact on XRP? Crypto sauce. I think we're going to stay flat. I think that's really what's going to happen. I think the market's going to stay flat today. Might bounce down a little bit. I think we're going to get our 25 basis points raise, and we'll see how how it flows the next 24 hours. Everybody was pretty much expecting that, So there you go. Give it back to Mr. Humphreys.
I was just going to put in Twitter and see if there was anything going on with the Fed announcement. But I told you I got these new golf clubs. So a few are out for shipment today. So I'm pretty
woo.
Yeah.
Zach bought him some
get in.
clubs. Yeah.
So for all the golfers out there, if you have never been, Z, did you wash your hands? Nah, I just went number one, man. You only wash your hands if you go number two.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's how I thought it worked. But
it's 10. That's a whole different discussion. Yeah. Well, all right, hold on. No, this is important. Now you get to tell your golf story in a minute.
All right.
Here we go. So for guys, if you go to the bathroom and you go number one, give us how many wash their hands.
You only wash your hands if somebody else is in a public bathroom because you feel obligated.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You walk up and you push the water and you wait.
Right. You fake it. Then you look for some what do you call it?
Yeah.
Other stuff.
That's
Shoot.
funny.
Not the soap, but what do you
Yeah.
call it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't wash your, I mean,
Yeah. Not shaking Zach's hands again.
never. I mean, it just is what it is, right?
Uh,
I wash down there. I mean, it's not. I mean, what do you think? I don't roll it through the mud during the day. Like, it's fine. I mean, that's like touching your upper arm and then having to wash your hand. I mean, what's the difference?
I mean, I'm
Right?
sorry.
I mean, sanitizer. Thank you, Raul. Yeah, you look for the hand sanitizer. Who needs soap
Here
when
we
you
go.
got
Here
hand
we go. Oh, we
sanitizer?
got AB's got the best. I mean, you just unzip and let it flop out.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Exactly.
Oh,
I mean,
I'm
you
sorry
just
for all of our female audience members. I apologize. I had to show that. That's awesome. Thank you. That made me laugh.
Cisco said so. We started the virus. We started COVID. Yeah, we were patient 0.
Oh, we just lost a lot of respect here. I'm sure from somebody. They're talking about washing their hands and not.
I don't care, man.
I mean, don't care. That's funny. Oh, okay. I interrupted you. Your golf experience. Pull that website up and show people what you did. That's cool, man.
Oh, dude, yeah. So actually, that's a good call. I'll give them.
We're waiting. We're going to talk about golf now for just a second.
I wonder if I can give them.
That's funny.
Let me see.
They don't have this place in Texas that I'm aware of. Not in Dallas.
They got these all over. You can type in the location, but yeah, here you go. Club Champion, it's called. So they got North America. They're in the UK, Australia. Pretty crazy. So you book a fitting with them. It's unbelievable. Full bag fitting, $400. If you're serious or want to get serious with golf, I'm telling you guys, do it. Austin will tell you too. Like, it's a game changer. Like, when you just go buy clubs from like Dick's or something.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do it. Like, because you're going to go spend that money and the clubs aren't even made for you. Like, the tech now behind golfing, and there's all their locations, by the way. So they've got some down here.
Yeah, but that's not.
Dallas.
Oh, they have one in Dallas. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there's one on West Freeway. They got 3 of them.
Oh shit!
Club
I didn't
Champion.
know that. Yeah.
Dude, you should check them out. I mean, even if you want to get like putter fitted, it was crazy. I hit like 10 putts, and they're like, "Oh, you're this type of putter. This is your stroke." And they refer. There's 3 different types of putters. And they referred me to a mallet putter. Now I'm just practicing with mallet putters. Now I'm looking for feel. Then they look at the weight of the putter based on your stroke. I mean, it's crazy. It's down to like a science, and it's everything with irons, with your driver. I mean, it's awesome. Yeah. So I'm waiting on all my clubs. I just bought them all through them. It's a little bit pricey because they custom make them. They build them for you. The cool thing is anything goes wrong, I mean, you take them right in, they fix it for you, no charge, all that kind of stuff. I can actually go there now, and anytime I want to, spend an hour on the tracker, if it's winter time or whatever, I want to take a look at my swing and see what's going on. I can go up there and just hit balls into the thing, and it shows you everything. Your ball speed, it's just, how it is when you get on one of them things. It's crazy.
Yeah, I thought I won the award for the most spin on golf clubs, but you officially have taken that mantle from me. Dude, so I went all in on PXGs, but Zach just blew my number away, so he got a whole custom bag. But I think it's cool that you did that because it's been
a while.
20 years? No, 15? What was it?
I got the clubs that I'm hitting now when I was 19. I'm 33, so
yeah,
14 years.
I mean,
so it's time, and I splurged a little bit, but you know what? I mean, if you're going to use them for the next decade and you're going to get, use case out of them, you're going to play. I mean, what the hell?
Absolutely.
All
right. So that was our, this live stream sponsored by Club
Champion. Just got a shout out. I'm going to have to text my buddy Mike and see if I can get 10% off after that or something.
Dude. Actually, just get my shit here faster.
Give me a free bag or something, a hat, maybe.
So I should invest in clubs, not crypto. I don't know. It depends on your game, brother. Cisco.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to enjoy, people. You got to enjoy. You got to spend your money on something.
No doubt.
Let's see.
We're about, 10 minutes away?
Yeah, I want to give out, thanks, Luke, for this. Shib Preem, we know Jonathan, big fan of Jonathan Manis, having a great relaunch, and they're going to the Toronto event. That's awesome. Yeah. So Shib Preem, I'm a holder. Zach's a holder. Love Jonathan Manis is a good guy. So I think it's cool. It's going to be awesome to see what he's going to do with that project for sure. So,
Agreed.
Yeah,
and he's going to be out there at the event, I heard too. So
cool. So let's see. I want to see, I'm kind of watching that number, right? Up 0.24. I haven't refreshed. Let me dude, I almost refreshed this window with our live stream. That would have been bad. Ooh, that would not have been.
It would have worked. You'd have been fine. You'd have been fine. I've done it before.
Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, by the way, it's a 96.5% chance that we're going to get a 25 basis point. So if you're a betting man,
you want
to take the 4.5% chance that, or 3.5% chance that it's going to be something else.
You're going to bet that bad boy right there. Yes, sir.
There you go.
Shit fire.
Target rate for today, 96.5% chance at a 25 basis point move. I mean, I think the market's already baked this in, right? I mean, what's the stock market doing? We could take a look at that.
Oh, I haven't looked at that. Let's take a look at that, and then let's take a look at grape real quick after you get done with that.
Okay. A key inflation gauge tracked by the Fed slowed in February. That's a good thumbnail right there. Look at that.
Yeah, thumbnail, baby.
Okay, so there you go. S&P down.
Nasdaq's going to be down probably because of. I mean, if the Dow's flat, the Nasdaq's down 61. The Nasdaq being down 61 is probably because of earnings. Somebody announced today. Go to the homepage of Yahoo there. See if anybody.
Yeah, we had a lot of the S&P 500 companies reporting earnings this week, like 20% or something.
Yeah.
Where do you want me to go?
Just did the homepage. Just click on Yahoo Finance, upper left. Yeah, there you go. Oh, there you go. Hunter Biden. Oh my God. Okay. Move on. No, there's nothing. Yeah, so the Nasdaq's getting hit a little harder. But again, you see the Dow's only down 1 point.
Here's to your point though, tech earnings in focus, stocks trade lower. So, good decision.
Could have been hey, Vernon, thanks for showing. Both of y'all are scammers. Hey, appreciate you, man. Have a good day. Take care.
Yeah. Thanks, Ben.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Bye.
The Fed's big decision this week could be devastating for our economy and throw Americans out of work, Elizabeth Warren says. Interesting.
Isn't that interesting how you and I do our deal? If we do a sponsored deal, we say it. We've been here forever, and people call us scammers. I just love that. It's amazing.
Well, the biggest thing is like when it doesn't go people's way, they want to blame somebody else, and we're easy targets, So instead of looking at yourself in the mirror, you want to just point the finger, and it's your fault, not, Okay. All righty. Fed preview, stock market day, wait months for rate path clarity as Powell defends inflation fight.
See, that last part of that sentence is what's interesting as he defends that, because you and I talk to people who are into commercial real estate and all these other things. And there's this corollary, right? I mean, of you raising the rate, and you're also hurting these other industries, commercial real estate. I mean, the lending industries, people buying cars and buying houses. And I mean, it just, it's, yeah,
that's
all I got, So
I think the big thing now, like a lot of the attention is going to shift, like what happens later this year, right? Like after this, is this the last rate hike? Do you think?
Supposedly we're going to get one more. So, here we go. Londark calls it. You know what it is in the movies? Bald guys are evil. So there you go. He's obviously
bald guys are evil. Okay.
Bald guys are evil.
Well, I had no choice. I was bald at 25, so I guess as soon as I turned 25, I turned evil. Is that how that happens?
Apparently. Oh yeah, look at this. Wait until the full-fledged bull market and the haters will sound positive. Oh yeah, everybody loves us when we're in a bull market. They love us. We've
Yeah.
lived through a couple of those. It's like, yeah, so
It comes with
You
the
know,
territory, man. It
I
is
mean,
what it is, you know.
if we talk about a sponsored project, we let y'all know it's sponsored, and we tell you if we buy into it or not. And and we always say, look, don't do anything just because we do it. Don't,
I mean, the bottom line is like,
it's just funny.
yeah, we can only do so much. And at the end of the day, it's like exactly to your point. Like, you don't have to buy it. Like, we're putting it out there. We're helping marketing a product like you do with lipstick, like you do with sunglasses, like you do with coffee, like you do with
Head shavers.
Yeah. By the way, I just picked up a new one. They have this one on Amazon now. They call it like the lawnmower or something, and it just rolls around. Oh, it's nice, man. It's
Nice.
Love it. Love it.
Oh man, the level of professionalism. We're all over the place today, aren't we? It's funny as hell.
I'm trying to find like a latest tweet. Like, did we already get the decision?
No. Well, no. Hold on. Let's so I'm gonna switch here, add to stream. Okay, so hey, look, you guys know we've been sponsoring, Grace's been sponsoring both of us. Links in the description below to both our channels. Check them out. Layer One. They went live. When did they go live, Zach? On Bitmart?
2 days ago. Here's their chart. Oh, you got it.
Yeah, I got it. 2 days ago, they're at 176. They went live they launched at $30. You can buy, if there's a link in the description below on both their channels, you can buy Grape at $45. You've heard me right. You got to hold it for 120 days. That's what they're going to ask. They're going to give you 20% APY staking, and they're going to give you up to 60% bonus coins and tokens. So if you put 1,000 in, you get $600 in additional bonus coins and tokens. It's good stuff. If you're watching Zach's channel, there's a link down in his description to this. This is actually what the dashboard looks like right here. So you can buy it for $45, and it's right now trading at 176. And these guys, real quickly, what they are is they're an enterprise layer one. So Zach, I want to get your opinion on this. I mean, to me, it's these enterprise layer ones like Grape, Corium, guys like this that are, obviously businesses are going to want to come on and have these scalable, hundreds of thousands of transactions per second. Ethereum, I think, is 27 transactions per second. Somebody call me out on that. Am I right in that number? 27 TPS on Ethereum. Ethereum wasn't built to be an enterprise, blockchain. So what's your 2 cents on the space, Zach, the enterprise space?
Yeah, I think what everybody's rushing to do right now, they can't go be Ethereum's market cap, but they can fill in gaps, right? They can fill in where Ethereum has left some voids. And I think one of those big voids is they're not built to scale. They're really not built out to build a private blockchain, for example, for like, I don't know, like Rite Aid or a CVS, because that's where we all think this industry is going, right? Where like all of these major companies that we know and use all the time, they're all going to be utilizing blockchain. So the need for layer ones, the need for enterprise blockchains like a Grape, like we had a really successful one earlier this year, Austin, we did really well on that, is Tenet.
Yep.
That was another layer one that we invested in early, got into the pre-sale on that at 2 cents. I think they're trading at like 11 cents now, spiked all the way to 20 cents. So yeah, I think it's a sector that is filled with opportunity.
Yep.
And Grape has been, it's been awesome here to watch the last 2 days. Yeah. Trading at $176 right now, right out of the gate. So
to your knowledge, have you seen a company, a project do this where they launch on an exchange? By the way, they pushed up their launch 2 months. They weren't even going to launch till September. Here comes Cade again. Well, hold on, Cade. You ask me in a minute. He needs batteries or something. But have you seen this? Have you seen a company launch and then, oh, by the way, give people the opportunity to still be able to buy and mint at a lower price? This is completely new. That's what I love about what they're doing.
No, it's definitely new. I mean, there are some caveats. You got to hold for 120 days.
Yep.
If you do buy using our links, but you also get some nice kickbacks. If you do buy using our links down below, you get 10% of whatever you buy in Grape, the native token. So if you put $2,000 in, you're going to get, 200 back on top of that. You're going to get also up to 50% on their governance token, which Austin highlighted right there. That's the bonus today, based on what you put in. And you're going to get 20% APY staking on whatever you put in, for that 120 days. So, weigh it out. See if you want to go get it on the open market, go ahead. But we're just telling you, I mean, right now, fantastic opportunity at $45. Shout out to all the other people who got in at $23.
Yes.
Before they bumped that up to $45. So link
in the description. People are saying, Yep, we got our raise.
It is.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna mute for a minute and have a really talk to my kid here. So hold on.
Go
But we did get our raise.
Okay. 25 basis point move. Looks like it's in, guys. Let me go and refresh. I'm sure it's gonna be one of the top tweets on Twitter. Where are we at? Yep, breaking. Federal Reserve raises interest rates by 25 basis points. It's now a 22-year high, which, yeah, there you go. Now, let's see what's happening to the overall markets based on this. Let's see. Look, Mason's talking about Corium too. This is another layer one. Forgot to talk about this. Corium, another enterprise blockchain, by the way. So, yeah, let's see what the market's doing, how the market's responding here. I think I have a Bitcoin chart. Okay. So there it is.
Yep. We're getting our push down a little bit, right?
Yep. Yeah. So
we bounced up.
Yeah, we spiked up. We came down all the way to about 29.3, and then yeah, we're coming back up here in the 1 minute. So let's see what happens.
To hear the dad voice. Oh, okay. So here's what he wanted. You were trying to buy some V-Bucks. Anybody know what V-Bucks is? Drop in the chat.
Is that Gary V's thing?
Yeah. Anybody? Yeah. So drop that. But
or no, game or something, huh?
And it crashed. So he's wanting to know if he could bounce the internet. I'm like, no, I'm live stream. Oh, so anyway, yeah. All right. It was already baked in, dude. Yeah. Don't mute. I need to hear the dad voice. That's funny. Okay. So bounced up 29.4. Yeah.
Diesel's up in West Texas to 415.
Really? Wow. Eddie, that's crazy. I haven't looked. I drive a diesel and I haven't filled up. I have to go fill up. So it's up 4. It's at over 4. Wow.
Oh, so V-Bucks is Fortnite.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He's good. He got beat by Ninja the other day. I tell you that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, he was playing Ninja and he happened to know that he's like, yeah, I got beat by Ninja. I'm like, cool. Yeah.
Dude, that would be insane. Did they get to talk to him?
He got killed by Ninja. That's what it was.
Did he get to talk to him on the mic?
Nah. He just happened to see Ninja's live stream and then he was like, hey, that was me.
That's crazy. So nothing too crazy going on with crypto here. I mean, what are the alts doing here? Let's
just refresh. Yeah, look, still 0.03 is flat. It's not doing shit,
Not much. No. Couple alts up, not too many. Yeah, kind of nothing brewing. It's flat. I mean, as flat as you can get. 0.03%.
Big nothing burger, right?
Nothing brewing, man. Which is kind of what we thought, right?
Yeah.
Coming into it. It's kind of what we thought. So let's see if there's anything else kind of in these tweets. Anything else worth kind of hitting on? The primary issue on the Fed decision is the degree to which they signaled that another hike is coming. They won't be clear, but everyone will look for some nuance.
Well, he hasn't given his speech yet. I don't think.
That's where we'll get a little bit more clarity on that, right?
Yeah. And I mean, we don't need to stick around for a speech. I mean, I know you got some other, places to be, but we can hang for a while. But to me, his speech is going to be more of the usual stuff, right? I mean, yes, I think there's another raise coming. When's our next meeting?
Let me see. I think we've got another one pretty soon. Fed meeting schedule. You could tell I've searched this before.
Oh yeah.
There's
July. Yeah, September.
Oh, so we get a little pause. Yeah.
Yeah, we get a break. I knew we got a break. So we get a little bit of a runway. We'll get PCI and CPI report. Or no, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. PCE. CPI inflation reports. We'll get a jobs report. But yeah.
I wonder kind of what the sentiment will be, and it'll be all in the headlines, what the sentiment will be after he speaks today, just to kind of see what.
Go check Yahoo and see if
yeah, let me see here.
Those markets moved.
I guess we'll. Oh, wait, we want Yahoo Finance. Let's see here. If you want to load.
Yeah, Dow's up 19. Not really dramatically, and the Nasdaq's lifted about 20. So they're both up 20.
Not much brewing. XRP, is XRP moving a little bit or something?
Somebody said XLM may be moving. XRP's
yeah, up a little bit. Moving a little bit. We could check at it on we can look at it here to see if zoom in a little bit on it. Okay. There's the 30-minute candle. Okay. Yeah, XRP on the move a little bit.
Wow, look at those little indicators. They're firing. Interesting. It's
momentum up at 69 cents.
That, for those of you guys watching, that is our trading indicator, some software that Zach and I have had built that we're testing, that we're going to be launching here soon to be able to buy it and use it. It's cool stuff. So it's flashed momentum up right there.
Yep, right on this candle here. Possible retracement up right around 69 cents, which we got it. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, I don't know if we can I don't think this is a day where XRP is going to go on a crazy run. I mean,
nothing's going to go on a crazy run. It's just not, man. It was baked in. Kevin, what site are you using? He's using tradingview.com, which is, by the way, free. Tradingview.com, and our software integrates into that. And the software is what's showing those momentum up, momentum down, green, red, blue boxes. And our software is also changing the color of the candles.
Yep.
So, but if tradingview.com is free to use, if you want to go get you an account, it's cool.
Can I do a quick plug for my second channel? We're almost at 1,000 subs.
No.
We're at 976 subs.
No.
The Constant Growth channel. I've been uploading there a little bit more.
Go pull it up. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. So if you guys want to go get us to 1,000 today, that would be awesome. Check out the videos too. I hope you guys enjoy it. But yeah, it's right here. It's right on my homepage. Constant Growth.
What are you doing over there? So aren't you going to start doing like travel stuff?
Yeah, I've got some big plans for travel, but it's basically living better, money tips, success, my experiences through life, travel, a little bit of everything. Like, it's a lifestyle channel. So I talk about being a digital nomad for a year now, 6 personal finance goals.
Everybody's saying drop the link. Grab the link and drop it in the.
Yeah, I can do that. Business ideas, kind of all that stuff. It's a little bit more macro than crypto, and I'm enjoying it over there. So if you guys want to come check me out, I'll drop the link right.
Shell and I still have our channel. I just don't know what we're going to do with that. We still have.
What's your guys' plans with that one?
I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
If you want my 2 cents, I think you should do like a lifestyle, suburban lifestyle kind of deal.
I just don't. Anybody really cares.
Oh, people do.
Like,
I'm telling you, man. There's a ton of couple channels on YouTube and Instagram. It's crazy, man.
Hold on, right back. This is her. Hold on.
Yeah. So yeah, appreciate you guys. If you want to subscribe to that, that'd be awesome. See if we can get to 1,000 today. But yeah, let's take a look at the markets, because that's why you're here. XRP. Ooh, on a little bit of a run, huh? 71 cents. Come on now. Nothing like the other day, but year to date, pretty crazy. XRP up 110% year to date now. I love it. Crypto Foxy, I care, Austin. Yeah, I think people would love it. Dude, do the lifestyle stuff, man. That's what I'm gonna be doing with it too. So, anything else moving? Let's see. Let's go back out here, see if anything's moving. Compound's up 14%. Solana's up 6%. Maker's been on the move. I got a video coming out about Maker. It's one of the altcoins I'm going to be talking about. I'm actually going to launch that video in 20 minutes. Some of the altcoins to watch in terms of these next couple weeks. Stacks, that's Bitcoin smart contracts. It's up a little bit. Nothing too crazy. Still pretty flat, right? XRP, slight move up.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, a lot of other people chiming in. They want to see that lifestyle channel, man. I think that's what you should do.
I guess. I don't know. Yeah,
It's my 2 cents.
I know. The Art of Napping by Austin Hilton.
Oh, that would be nice.
When to nap, how to nap.
That would be nice. When to nap, how to
When to
nap.
nap, how to nap. Napping accessories.
Napping essentials.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Before
I can get sponsorships from like pillows and people like that.
Just live stream like, okay, guys, I'm getting ready to take a nap. All right, so here's what you need to know. Like, and then just have yourself napping and then wake up. Guys, I just woke up for the best nap ever.
Yeah, that's funny as that. Yeah.
Just live stream your naps. Yeah. Okay. Seriously, that is like the stupid shit on the internet that gets me.
That's funny as hell.
This guy created a TikTok and all he does is freaking film himself napping. Like, seriously, that will like kill it. That will kill it.
Oh, you gotta laugh. You gotta laugh, man. That's funny as shit.
Oh man. That is like honestly some shit that would just crush it.
The Art of Napping by Austin. There we go. What's this Chris says? Sounds like sex scams. They have live stream naps.
Do they really? That's freaking hilarious.
People love Twitch streamers streaming while they sleep.
There you go, dude.
I would be the first crypto, whatever streamer, with streaming while I'm crypto while I sleep. There you go.
Crypto sleep.
Yeah. Oh, believe me, Chris, I would keep your clothes on.
Keep your clothes on.
There you go. How dumb. Yeah, I agreed. But that's the point, right? All right.
But dumb stuff on the internet works usually.
Dumb stuff does. Refresh, see if you got any more subs there.
Oh shoot, I took it off. Let me see here. Hey, 983. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Come on over to the Constant Growth channel. Let's get there. Check out all my vids too. Let me know what you guys like. They're getting edited and stuff too. Let me know what you guys like, dislike. Let me know.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, I want to hear from you. So cool. Yeah, give me a
pay to sleep. Yeah, somebody ought to start a pay to sleep app. Oh, I get that's not a bad idea.
Pay to sleep.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious.
Well, we will never, ever, ever start a coin or a token. I will never do that.
Nah, I'm good on that. Way too much. I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm good on that. Let's see if
BTC's up. Is it up? Are we up? Are we running a little bit? Let's see.
Who's that?
Somebody says Bitcoin's up. Yeah, I mean, it's up 0.1. 29.3. It's just a big nothing burger, man. Everybody knew this was coming. And now it's like, what does he say, right? That's it. What does he say? What's Papa Powell going to say? And here's what he's going to say. Well, we got to look at the data. Oh, it's this. It's all going to come down to this big thing of like, it's going to be probably more hawkish than dovish.
I agree. I'm more interested in this right now.
It just says under oath that the U.S. government is in possession of UFOs and non-UFOs. There you go. Oh yeah.
Can we listen to this?
I don't know if we. I think your audio is messed up.
Hold on. I think I have a way to do it.
All right.
Hold on.
We're gonna see if this works. We're gonna listen to this person talk about. No, I can't hear it. No. Got nothing.
Let me know out there if you guys can hear that. Can you guys hear that little bit that we played? I don't know what's going on with StreamYard and not being able to play shit like this. It's pissing me off.
Just retweet it. Retweet that and then tell everybody to go over and check your Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you? No? Okay. Never mind. Well, I'll tweet it if you guys want to watch it. There we go.
I've always believed I think we are in possession of something for sure.
That Area 51 or whatever is just too weird not to, like, there's this place in the desert. You can't go in there. Like, okay, well, why?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I definitely believe there's something to that.
I agree. I think there's something else out there. There's got to be something else out there. This is a crazy freaking clip too. I saw this the other day.
Yep.
We'll respond. I can type.
Larndart says, "Are you using a mixer or just straight mic?" He's using straight mic to a computer. Larndart.
That's I think the issue, Lana. I think I need to get a mixer because it's like I have to add all these audio sources and it just doesn't pick it up. Let me know. Do you use a mixer?
Probably that would solve it. I don't, but I haven't tried to play other audio in a while.
I need to figure that out because I'm using to make videos now. I'm using Streamlabs, and I can add the audio source, but it's just weird. It doesn't pick it up. I think you're right. I think I need to do get a mixer.
Yeah, the market's not doing crap, dude. Market's flat.
Look, everybody's talking about this. Yeah, there ain't nothing going on, man. Just scrolling X.
we're literally like, find something to talk about. No. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like there ain't nothing going on, man. XRP's at 71 cents. There you go.
Crypto is boring right now.
Let's see if there's any like news, I guess. Let's see.
Londart, I use a Rodecaster Duo and they can be tricky on setup in the same way you use OBS and you will still have to add audio sources. Yeah, I know. OBS, you got to add your sources. I think you have to add the ability to play that audio as a different source. Yeah. So, yeah. Yep. In theory, you should be able just to push your microphone up and go, all right, listen. But I don't know why.
Or just have it as a source and play right through there. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's something. I'm not good with that. The next step, once I get a home base, I'm living like this out of, nomad lifestyle everywhere. Next step is like, I'm going to get like a sweet ass studio. I know you're working on that now, right?
Yeah. They're doing a lot of construction up there today.
So what are you going to do with it? Like, what are you?
So we're redoing the whole top of the house because Cade's moving up there. We're redoing the game room and we're redoing my office.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so we got lots of stuff.
But the office itself is going to be your same space you had, but you're just going to.
Yep. Yeah. Let me go. I'm gonna let you drive for a minute. I'll go see if I can I could walk up there with this. Let me go see. I need to get. Whoa, Sinead O'Connor died today. Not crypto. I didn't know that. Wow, she was definitely part of my generation. Oh, Angela, you cracked me up. Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go see if
What did she say? Does the new game room have
the battery thing? She's still throwing shit at me about the battery crap. Hold on.
Hilarious.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go see if they're not making too much noise. I can
go up there for a bit.
We'll do a walking tour here. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Here we go.
They're like pounding and sawing and crap. I'll have to. Yeah, hold on.
There's not even any like good top news stories right now, guys. It's crazy. All right, here, wait. That's latest news. Let's see what's under altcoins. Anything? Chronos staking now. I've covered that. Covered this earlier. New use cases beyond remittances for XRP. This was interesting. There's just not a lot going on right now. Bulgaria bought 200,000 Bitcoin. I didn't see that. You're muted.
Sorry, I was like dropping. Oh,
You're going in and out. You're going in and out.
There you go. Hold on.
All right, now we're
Yeah.
good.
Can you hear me?
Yep, we're good
Oh,
now.
I see what you're saying.
You're good. You're good.
All right, I'm gonna turn the computer. All right, here we go. So
Go full screen
You
with
see?
it, man.
yeah, hold on. Go full screen. Hold on. There we go. Okay. So this is a living room. That's a new TV setup I did there because you never have a big enough TV, right? Okay. So we have 2 ways upstairs. This is the kitchen, which is a mess. Michelle would kill me. Keep commenting, Zach. Make sure I can hear you. You can hear
No,
me.
I can. No, you're good. You're good.
Okay, so I got to go around. See, they got all this blocked off. So I got to go over this way. So this is the living room. It's all. I mean, you can see it's all massive under construction. So let me see here. Hold on. So apparently we're painting today. Here we go. Coming up. See, they cut that out today. That's like the stair thing.
Nice.
Go up. So this is the upstairs. So we're redoing all the floors and everything. All this has changed. So, okay. So first off, this is going to be, so you go this way. This is going to be Cade's new room. So this is going to be his room. Just completely being redone. So nothing here really. Just painting, all that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, you're Zach, we good?
Yep,
Yep.
we're good.
Zach.
Yes. Yes.
So this, yeah. So this is gonna be this is my office. So no lights, but you can see like that's gonna be the back like behind me,
Mm-hmm.
So that's all gonna be behind me. When I used to record them, everything was on that wall over there. See, so that's gonna be all this custom cabinet. I'm gonna have I'll put a logo in the middle there. There's LED. All this wiring is for LED lights.
Oh, there you go.
LED lights underneath here. That's the window out. Okay. So that's my office. Redoing the bathroom. That's gonna be all the new bathroom stuff. There you go. And then this is the game room. So what's up, guys? So live streaming to like 400 people. Say hi. Hello.
Nice.
So it could be like Xboxes over there, that's like a whole built-in, and there's TVs going to be over there, pool table, all this is going to be the new game room. So there you go. So
Austin has gone MTV Cribs on us. AB Combs said that's perfect. He's went MTV Cribs.
there you go, man.
All right, now go outside. Show us the cars.
The cars.
Show
My
us the-
only thing is here right
show us
now.
the watches. Show us the shoes. Show us.
Well, hold on. So, all right, hold on. This is when you're really bored on a live stream. Let me shit. I don't want to fall here. What's up, man? So the garage is a absolute disaster because everything ends up in the garage, right?
Oh yeah.
So, hold on. So this is the garage, which is just crazy because that's like everything's in here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's my old desk right there. It's my old desk. It's there. This is my new desk. It's still in a box right there. That's my truck. So I drive it. Angela gives me shit because I drive a Ford, but I drive an F-250.
There you go.
And it's hot as hell out here. So there you go, Texas.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like it. Man.
But yeah, and then Kay bought this. That's an e-bike, and it's really he wanted that. It's kind of like low and mean, and it's kind of wild. See that?
That looks pretty sweet.
Yeah.
How fast does that thing go?
21. Too fast. Yeah.
Damn.
Too fast. Too fast. Too fast. Too fast.
Crazy.
All right. Yeah. So there you go. That's Casa Hilton. Casa Hilton.
I like it, man.
Yeah.
Somebody's asking, can I buy your old desk? Go
be
gadget.
for sale. Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
For sale. This is when you're really bored on a stream, right?
There's just nothing going on, man. Nothing. I mean, Powell's going to take the stage at 2:30, but it's like I'm not ready to listen to that today. They were so interesting early on, and now it's just like it's such a drag. I feel like.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
Oh, I think crypto is boring right now. You and I've been talking about this forever, right? Everybody's doing their thing. So somebody's asking me barbecue. What did she say? Somebody said best barbecue spot in DFW. Oh man, there's like 8 million of them. You can't throw a dead cat night at a barbecue place here.
Yeah, for sure.
I like the smaller places. There's a place called 401 Barbecue on the way to Denton that's pretty amazing. So
waiting for Jerome.
It's all the same bull crap. Yeah, Boca, I agree. It is all the same bull crap, you know.
It is, man. It is. You want to listen a little bit of Powell if we can get it?
No.
I mean, we could just put them on and
it's the same old shit, man.
Go take a nap.
Yeah, I am gonna have a nap at some point. I haven't been up Robertson's AB. That's good. I'm gonna try them. Yeah, Himes is good.
Yeah. We could put them on and go take a nap.
Yeah, just broadcast that. Yeah.
He hasn't come to the podium just yet. I'm watching for him.
Data. We gotta look at the data. Data's gotta tell us.
Let's dive into the data.
Gotta tell us.
What's the data gonna tell us?
Are you thinking about getting a new car? Insurance? Are you gonna get another version of the one you have?
I'm kind of torn. I don't know. I like the one I have, but it's getting up there in miles. So I don't know. I don't know what I should do with that.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Get a newer version of the one you have.
You think?
Yeah. I think this is right. My sleep sound machine just loops J. Powell speeches. Amen. Just go to sleep.
Take a nap.
Take a nap.
Yahoo Finance has a link going, I think. All right, let's see here. Where's Yahoo Finance? How many live streams can you have at once? Dude, how do they have 2 live streams happening at once?
One of them's a scam. I don't know.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, they have it just chilling. So he hasn't come to the podium just yet.
New F350. Yep. I like that. Yeah. Prices will go down a lot today or have a little spike up. I think we'll see a move down and then we'll come back. I mean, we already know the numbers built in.
Yep.
And it's just going to be what he says, and he's going to say the same. He's going to say the same stuff, right? I mean, he's not going to say anything. He'll hedge his bets. He'll be very guarded. What he says and what he doesn't say. Blah blah blah.
Yeah. Here, I'll share this with. If we want to play some of it, we can. That way, we keep people interested. There you go. He's not up here yet, but when do you have to go?
In about 15.
I mean, if we want, we can just keep it rolling.
I need this computer. Well, no, I can do it from a different computer. That's fine.
That way we can. I can be in and out here actually too. I might run up and grab a. Okay, he's coming now.
Yeah, but we don't have any audio.
I got it.
Can't hear it.
He's not up yet. No audio yet.
Good afternoon. My colleagues and I remain squarely focused on our dual mandate to promote maximum employment and stable prices for the American people. We understand the hardship that high inflation is causing, and we remain strongly committed to bringing inflation back down to our 2% goal. Price stability is the responsibility of the Federal Reserve. Without price stability, the economy doesn't work for anyone. In particular, without price stability, we will not achieve a sustained period of strong labor market conditions that benefit all.
Trying to time it.
Trying to time it.
Since early last year, the FOMC has significantly tightened the stance of monetary policy. Today, we took another step by raising our policy interest rate 0.25 percentage point, and we are continuing to reduce our securities holdings at a brisk pace. We've covered a lot of ground,
There it is.
and the full effects of our tightening have yet to be felt. Looking ahead, we will continue to take a data-dependent approach in determining the extent of additional policy firming that may be appropriate. I'll have more to say about monetary policy after briefly reviewing economic developments. Recent indicators suggest that economic activity has been expanding at a moderate pace. Growth in consumer spending appears to have slowed from earlier in the year. Although activity in the housing sector has picked up somewhat, it remains well below levels of a year ago, largely reflecting higher mortgage rates. And higher interest rates and slower output growth also appear to be weighing on business fixed investment. The labor market remains very tight. Over the past 3 months, job gains averaged 244,000 jobs per month, a pace below that seen earlier in the year, but still a strong pace. The unemployment rate remains low at 3.6%. There are some continuing signs that supply and demand in the labor market are coming into better balance. The labor force participation rate has moved up since last year, particularly for individuals aged 25 to 54 years. Nominal wage growth has shown some signs of easing, and job vacancies have declined so far this year. While the jobs to workers gap has narrowed, labor demand still substantially exceeds the supply of available workers. Inflation remains well above our longer run goal of 2%. Over the 12 months ending in May, total PCE prices rose 3.8%. Excluding the volatile food and energy categories, core PCE prices rose 4.6%. In June, the 12-month change in the Consumer Price Index, or CPI, came in at 3.0%, and the change in the core CPI was 4.8%. Inflation has moderated somewhat since the middle of last year. Nonetheless, the process of getting inflation back down to 2% has a long way to go. Despite elevated inflation, longer-term inflation expectations appear to remain well anchored, as reflected in a broad range of surveys of households, businesses, and forecasters, as well as measures from financial markets. The Fed's monetary policy actions are guided by our mandate to promote maximum employment and stable prices for the American people. My colleagues and I are acutely aware that high inflation imposes significant hardship as it erodes purchasing power, especially for those least able to meet the higher cost of essentials like food, housing, and transportation. We're highly attentive to the risks that high inflation poses to both sides of our mandate, and we are strongly committed to returning to inflation to our 2% objective. At today's meeting, the committee raised the target range for the federal funds rate by 0.25 percentage point, bringing the target range to 5.25% to 5.5%. We are also continuing the process of significantly reducing our securities holdings. With today's action, we've raised our policy rate by 5.25 percentage points since early last year. We have been seeing the effects of our policy tightening on demand in the most interest rate sensitive sectors of the economy, particularly housing and investment. It will take time, however, for the full effects of our ongoing monetary restraint to be realized, especially on inflation. In addition, the economy is facing headwinds from tighter credit conditions for households and businesses, which are likely to weigh on economic activity, hiring, and inflation. In determining the extent of additional policy firming that may be appropriate to return inflation to 2% over time, the committee will take into account the cumulative tightening of monetary policy, the lags with which monetary policy affects economic activity and inflation, and economic and financial developments. We will continue to make our decisions meeting by meeting based on the totality of the incoming data and their implications for the outlook for economic activity and inflation, as well as the balance of risks. We remain committed to bringing inflation back to our 2% goal and to keeping longer-term inflation expectations well anchored. Reducing inflation is likely to require a period of below-trend growth and some softening of labor market conditions. Restoring price stability is essential to set the stage for achieving maximum employment and stable prices over the longer run. To conclude, we understand that our actions affect communities, families, and businesses across the country. Everything we do is in service to our public mission. We at the Fed will do everything we can to achieve our maximum employment and price stability goals. Thank you, and I look forward to your questions.
Steve.
Mr. Chairman, thank you. You have, I think, a couple times in your opening remarks talked about this language in determining the extent of additional policy firming that may be appropriate. Should we take that to mean that additional hikes are likely on the way? And should we also believe that all future meetings, say September and November, are live, or are you in a every other meeting mode? Thank you.
So we haven't made a decision to go to every other meeting. It's not something we've looked at. We're going to be going meeting by meeting. And as we go into each meeting, we're going to be asking ourselves the same question. So we haven't made any decisions about any future meetings, including the pace at which we'd consider hiking. But we're going to be assessing the need for further tightening that may be appropriate. You read the language, to return inflation to 2% over time. I would say that the intermeeting data came in broadly in line with expectations. Economic activity remained resilient. Job creation remained strong while cooling a bit. And the June CPI report actually came in a bit better than expectations for a change. And the June CPI report, of course, was welcome, but it's only one report, 1 month's data. We hope that inflation will follow a lower path it will be consistent with the CPI reading. But we don't know that, and we're just going to need to see more data. So what are we going to be looking at? Really, it will be the whole broader picture. And starting with, we're looking for moderate growth, right? We're looking for supply and demand through the economy coming into better balance, including in particular in the labor market. We'll be looking at inflation. We'll be asking ourselves, does this whole collection of data, do we assess it as suggesting that we need to raise rates further? And if we make that conclusion, then we will go ahead and raise rates. So that's how we're thinking about the next meeting, and how we're thinking about meetings going forward potentially. But we're now mainly thinking about the next meeting. I will also say, since we're talking about it, between now and the September meeting, we get 2 more job reports, 2 more CPI reports. I think we have an ECI report coming later this week, which is Employment Compensation Index. And lots of data on economic activity. All of that information is going to inform our decision as we go into that meeting. I would say it is certainly possible that we would raise funds again at the September meeting if the data warranted. And I would also say it's possible that we would choose to hold steady at that meeting. We're going to be making careful assessments, as I said, meeting by meeting. And I'll close by saying we've raised the federal funds rate now by 525 basis points since March 2022. Monetary policy, we believe, is restrictive and is putting downward pressure on economic activity and inflation.
If I could just briefly follow up on something you said there. You said the data in the intermediate period, it broadly came in line with expectations. Does that mean there's unlikely to have been a change in the overwhelming outlook of the committee that 2 more hikes are necessary?
I'm just going to go back to what I said. That's the question. We have 8 weeks now until the September meeting, and all that data that I recited, we're going to be looking at all of that and making that assessment then. And it really, we did have the one good reading, and of course we welcome that, but it's just one reading, as everybody knows. And we've seen this before in the data. Many forecasts.
Zach, mute that.
For inflation to remain low. We just don't
mute
know
it on your phone.
See the data, so we'll be focusing on that.
Yeah.
So basically, I mean, we could stop there and we're done. I mean, he's going to keep saying the same thing over and over again. Don't you agree?
Yeah. I mean, I kind of want to hear if he gives a little bit more insight into what's coming.
Well, what I heard was 2 months worth of data. We know September, we're going to skip August. So they have 2 months worth of data. We know that there's at least one more interest rate hike coming.
Yeah.
And then there's been discussion in the fourth quarter about an interest rate reduction. We've heard that before as well. He's not going to give anything away.
Yeah.
We know how he is. So I'm just saying, I mean, that's why I just wanted you to mute it. So you guys drop in the chat if you want us to continue to broadcast, let us know the speech, but go ahead and unmute and then we'll see what everybody wants to do.
All right.
That we've been able to achieve disinflation so far without any meaningful negative impact on the labor market. The strength of the economy overall, that's a good thing. It's good to see that, of course. It's also, you see consumer confidence coming up and things like that. That will support activity going forward. But you're right, though. At the margin, stronger growth could lead over time to higher inflation, and that would require an appropriate response from monetary policy. So we'll be watching that carefully and seeing how it evolves over time.
Neil. Thanks, Chair Powell. Neil Irwin from Axios. So as you referenced earlier, in the intermeeting period, soft CPI, jobs reports, still strong but moderating, JOLTS looks good. So if you're data dependent, why not pause again? Why not stay on hold? Why not take another meeting off when the data was at least cutting in the direction you want to see?
So if you go back to what we're trying to do here, we're trying to achieve a stance of policy that's sufficiently restrictive to bring inflation down to 2%. At the last meeting, we wrote down our individual estimates of what that would take, and the median of that was an additional 2 rate hikes. So I would say we looked at the intermeeting data, and as I mentioned, broadly consistent.
The Dow's up 177.
Broadly consistent with expectations, and as a result, we went ahead and took another step. And that's a labor market that continues to be strong, but gradually slowing. I mentioned that
pull that up on your end, and we can flash back and forth if you want.
Reading, and growth came in stronger than expected. So that's how we look at it, and so we did take that step today.
Nick Timmeros of the Wall Street Journal. Chair Powell, markets widely believe the median FOMC participants' inflation forecast from June for the fourth quarter of this year will be too high, given autos and shelter. That by September, that may warrant a downward revision in the inflation forecast of 20 to 30 basis points. Would that type of inflation progress be enough to hold rates steady from here, or do you need to see below trend growth and decelerating labor income growth to be convinced that you've done enough?
So it's hard to pick the pieces apart and say, how much of this and how much of that. We'll be looking at everything. And, we'll be looking to see whether the signal from June CPI is replicated or the opposite of replicated, or whether it's somewhere in the middle. We'll be looking at the growth data. We'll be looking at the labor market data very closely, of course, and making an overall judgment about that. It's the totality of the data, I think, but with a particular focus on making progress on inflation.
If I could follow up, last month you said there were benefits to moderating the pace of increases because it would give you more information to make decisions. Would another CPI report like the one we just had in June allow you to at least maintain that slower pace and defer until the fall any decision on whether you need that second rate hike?
So I'm just going to tell you again what we're going to do in September. We're going to look at 2 additional job reports, 2 additional CPI reports, lots of activity data. And that's what we're going to look at, and we're going to make that decision then. And that decision could mean another hike in September, or it could mean that we decide to maintain at that level. And again, the question we're going to be asking ourselves is the overall signal one that we need to do more, that we need to tighten further? And if we get that signal whenever we get it, then, and that's the collective judgment of the committee, then we will move ahead. If we don't, then we'll have the option of maintaining policy at that level. But it's really dependent so much on the data, and we just don't have it yet.
Chris.
Hi, Chris Rugaber at Associated Press. So consumer confidence in the economy is rising, likely in large part because of the declines in headline inflation. You also see wages are also rising faster than prices now after trailing them for a long time. How much are Americans truly harmed by inflation at its current level, headline level of 3%? And with that in mind, when do you put some weight back on the employment side of the dual mandate?
So I guess I'd say it this way. First, it is a good thing that headline inflation has come down so much, because that's really what the public experiences. And I would say that having headline inflation move down that much almost creates it will strengthen the broad sense that the public has that inflation is coming down, which will in turn, we hope, help inflation continue to move down. So you were really sorry. What your question was?
Well, I mean, you've talked for many press conferences now about the harm created by inflation, how hard it is for people. So how much of that are we still seeing with inflation now down at 3?
So I guess I would put it this way. I'd say it this way. It's really a question of how do you balance the two risks, the risk of doing too much or doing too little. And, I would say that, we're coming to a place where there really are risks on both sides. It's hard to say exactly whether they're in balance or not, but as our stances become more restrictive and inflation moderates, we do increasingly face that risk. But, we need to see that inflation is durably down that far. As you know, we think, and most economists think, that core inflation is actually a better signal of where headline inflation is going, because headline inflation is affected greatly by volatile energy and food prices. So we would want core inflation to be coming down, because that's what we think core is signaling where headline's going to go in the future. And core inflation is still pretty elevated. There's reason to think it can come down now, but it's still quite elevated. And so we think we need to stay on task, and we think we're going to need to certainly hold policy at a restricted levels for some time, and we need to be prepared to raise further if we think that's appropriate.
Well, and then if inflation were to, just a quick follow, if it stays at 3 or drops even a little bit more, I mean, how much of an increase in unemployment do you think is acceptable to get that last bit of inflation? People are talking about the potential difficulty of the so-called last mile of inflation. So, but how much unemployment do you think is justified to get down that last?
So it is a very positive thing that actually the unemployment rate is the same as it was when we lifted off in March of 22 at 3.6%. So that's a real blessing, and that we've been able to achieve some disinflation. And we don't seek to it. It's not that we're aiming to raise unemployment, but I would just say the historical record, we have to be honest about the historical record, which does suggest that when central banks go in and slow the economy to bring down inflation, the result tends to be some softening in labor market conditions. And so that is still the likely outcome here. And we hope that that's as little as possible. We have to be honest that is the likely outcome. The worst outcome for everyone, of course, would be not to deal with inflation now, not get it done. Whatever the short-term social costs of getting inflation under control, the longer-term social costs of failing to do so are greater, and that the historical record is very, very clear on that. If you go through a period where inflation expectations are not anchored, inflation is volatile, it interferes with people's lives and with economic activity, and that's the thing we really need to avoid and will avoid.
Michael McKee.
At this point, you say the policy is restrictive, but all year long we have seen growth surprise to the upside, unemployment to the downside, and inflation lately to the downside. So I'm wondering, by definition, should you be restrictive enough right now under these conditions? Do you think you might need to do more? Because I'm curious about what you see as inflation dynamics now. Is the economy still moving in a direction where it creates more inflation? People talk about base effects and higher energy costs, and now we have some large labor settlements. Or is the economy disinflating, and you're able to go back to the old Fed policy of opportunistic disinflation?
So I'll just say, again, the broader picture of what we want to see is we want to see easing of supply constraints and normalization of pandemic-related distortions to demand and supply. We want to see economic growth running at moderate or modest levels to help ease inflationary pressures. We want to see continued restoration of supply and demand balance, particularly in the labor market, and all of that should lead to declining inflationary pressures.
I gotta go.
What we see is those pieces of the puzzle.
I think we've heard enough, right? I mean, it's kind of much of the same. Data is gonna tell us where we go.
Yeah. All right, let's call it. So we 2 hours plus. So we got the raise. We got the 25 basis raise. He seems not as hawkish or bearish today. He seems a little bit more bullish in his overall tone.
It almost seems as if things could get a lot better from now until September in his tone. Like there's a lot of stuff that needs to come out. It feels like he's in a position where it's like, hey, if things play out the way they're supposed to from now until September, we're moving in the right direction.
Yep, I tend to agree.
Lawn Dart 24-hour stream. Lawn Dart, I'm gonna message you, man. We gotta figure out this streaming thing. I think you can help us out probably too. So I'll give you a shout, man. But yeah, good stuff, man. Thank you everybody out there. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And see you, brother.
All right, we'll see you.